Hi, Aries. Your lens, your outlook, your perspective is being updated. Get ready for your mind to be reset. Get ready for your mind to be blown by the power of a new outlook. Buckle up, baby. Hi, Aries. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024, baby. Hydrate, light it if you gotta, get your things, get comfy. Because it's Leo season. Welcome to the season of I Will. This fire, fixed fire, bitch. It's going to set your shit ablaze. And I just feel like we've been needing this for so long. New sources of motivation and inspiration coming in. New outlooks on life are going to be just changing your trajectory. So get settled as we create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024, baby. I just want to get into it. Welcoming in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Be sure to check out that Leo season astrology video that I did. It's going to have all the important astrological date and aspects that you need to be paying attention to this season. But Mars entered Gemini yesterday, and I think that's why I needed to wait, of course, until the fucking last minute to do all these readings. There is just something about the new influx of energy that's coming in, so that I just needed access to in order to bring you all this information. So let's see. For Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Guess what it is. First thing to be clarified on the selenite throne. You think you know, but you have no idea. The Tower. Your crown chakra where we receive cosmic information. It's like your knowing is being blocked off, your mind is being blown, and there's this sudden upheaval, sudden change, and you may think that your world is falling apart because your perspective is changing. I don't even think it's not your world is falling apart. You're just like, who the fuck am I, and what's going on, and how did I get here? And all this new energy is coming in, this influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy, this influx of firepower, this influx of motivation. There may be somebody with Aries or Scorpio placements playing a big role, but the first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne in Leo season is what's going on with your adaptability. Can you juke this shit? What's going on with your ability to respond positively to change? Are you as adaptable as you think? I think there's just things. I'm already excited to clarify this, y'all. So I hope to see you over on Patreon, where we're going to clarify all these cards. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. I know you see the new set is cute, Leo season energy. But the Tower coming in says that there is a sudden change, there is sudden upheaval, and in some sort of way, this is eat the meat, leave the bones. So it's going to hit different for everybody. But in some arena of your life, there is an unstable foundation. It's like you've been building something on hopes or wishes versus security and hard work or stability. And there's something shifting around your relationship to stability, something shifting in your relationship to change. There may be somebody with Aries, somebody else with Aries, Leo, Gemini, or Aquarius. Or Aquarius placements coming in. That could really like shake things up. But I just feel like things are changing. And it has so much to do with your outlook, so much to do with your thought process, so much to do with this new perspective that's coming in. And for some of you, I'll speak to the instability of the Tower. Some of you, you think something is falling apart, or it's just like, what the fuck? How did this happen? How did I get here? How you got here is by not paying attention. Sorry. And that's not for all of you, but I feel like for some of you, you knew that this change was coming. Some of you are finally dealing with like abandonment wounds or insecurity, or dealing with trauma bonds, finally like getting out of that like cat and save a hoe shit, that hero complex stuff that's coming in. There has been a huge change and or shakeup. I'm not afraid of the Tower. The Tower does not mean something negative. The Tower just means this unforeseen change, and you didn't see it coming. And you haven't seen it coming. A lot of you are already experiencing. A lot of us are already in Tower energy, where it's just like the foundation has been like the foundation of our life, or like something has gotten leveled in some sort of way. There's just this like sudden change. But if anybody can like land on their feet, it's an Aries during Leo season. So I feel like you are getting more like a feline, like this apex predator mode. And I just feel like it has everything to do with your thought process, everything to do with your mind. There's a change in the realm of how you experience your thoughts. Your ruling planet Mars is now, as of yesterday, in the sign of I think. And so you're going to be motivated to have a new outlook on life, but you're going to also be motivated to be way more social, to be out in these streets, to have a good time, motivated to study something new, motivated to get more in touch with your community, your neighborhoods, getting more involved in things is how that feels. But let's keep going for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. Page of Cups reversed. And then the Six of Wands at the center of the reading, baby. You're moving forward, and you're moving forward towards your calling. I think that's the big thing. Some of us are getting this big aha moment where it's like, it's time to get off the fence. It's time to like take heed to the calling on our lives. This is public success and recognition. Some of you are finally like, it's like, yeah, maybe a love connection or a flirtation, or something with someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, or maybe Aries or Aquarius didn't go as planned. And you know the motherfucking motto, don't be a groupie, keep it motherfucking moving. And I feel like you are moving forward towards success and recognition and harmony. Really understanding what harmony is in the realm of your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. Harmony that comes from this place of being done with immature things, being done with play bullshit. I also feel like some of you may be entertaining something, or entertaining something romantically that you like, how do I word that? Like entertaining something that you thought was light and casual, but it's actually moving forward in a different way. It's maturing in a different way. Some of you are entertaining or thinking something was really stable and whatever and strong, and it proves to, not be that. The Page of Cups reversed is like begging you to be more inclusive, begging you to be more compassionate. I also feel like there's something really changing in the realm of your creativity, your artistry. Some of you are being called to be healers, being called to be more creative, more artistic. Some of you are being called to dive deeper into healing modalities, and you've been ignoring the call. And when you ignore judgment, you welcome in the tower. But the tower is happening for you. It's getting you to this point of like absolute fucking greatness. Let's see. Please continue. Final 2 cards, final 2 messages. 1 major arcana out. So Leo season comes in with a freaking bang. And it's really helping to propel you forward. Really helping to propel you forward. There is this huge influx of motivation, of physical, spiritual, sexual energy. There's this huge influx of also like opposition. Some of you may find out that like people aren't as down for you as you thought they were. People aren't that you like really need to show up aren't showing up the way that you thought that they would. You or someone around you, like you have either taken advantage of your connections or taken advantage of people or expected people to always be there to always like put up with your bullshit. Or I say a lot of you, but flip it. It could be the other way around. But let's see. Let's just get all the cards out. Final card, final message, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2024. The Queen of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's what I'm saying. This is that mark. Oh, and I just saw 1111. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, we just thank you for your prosperity that you're bringing in to us. We're thanking you for the clarity that's coming in. Thanking you for the fact that we're going to be starting to really take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves in a way that we haven't before, that we are moving towards financial prosperity. We have access to infinite resources and abundance. Bless us with all the things that we need, and sprinkle in some stuff that we want. You'll grant us all the things that we want as well. Thank you in the name of the Most High. The 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck lets me know that a lot of us, our old way of thinking, our old way of behaving has betrayed us in some sort of way. An old thought process. Sorry for weird mic sounds. The old thought process was stealing from us. The old way of thinking and handling things was stealing from us. Going into the plunge a little bit, but like we are breaking away from the old and really getting ready to step into like comfortability, security, togetherness. Some of you, don't be out here playing Russian roulette. You could fuck around and end up pregnant. Some of you are finally choosing like to really step into your prosperity, into business. And I love that the Queen of Pentacles came out and then the Empress, because this is the jump we want. This is the expansion that we want. And so let's just zoom out a little bit. Only 1 major arcana, so a lot of the redirection, a lot of the divine redirection this season comes in the beginning. I'm looking forward to clarifying this. I hope to see you over on Patreon. 2 court cards. So I do feel like it is important to really pay attention to the company that you keep this season, who you're surrounding yourself with, understanding that miserable people hang out with miserable people, successful people hang out with successful people. And if you're the most like ambitious or kind or spiritual one in the group, then like, bruh, who is challenging you? It's important to like start thinking about these things. That Page of Cups reverse is the only thing that's like concerning to me. I just feel like some of us are trying to date. Some of us are trying to like date multiple people or to really like put ourselves out there. And I just don't think that we're going to find what it is that we're looking for, because we're approaching it from like a superficial place versus trusting that what's for you can't miss you, and that the God of your understanding is going to bring you exactly what and who you need. There is something about having like redeveloping your faith in love, I feel like there's changes in your romantic sector that are going to give you the opportunity to like rebuild faith around love and connection and friendship. Um, there may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that I feel like is disappointing you in some sort of way, and you may be going in a very different direction. And it's like all you need to be doing is focusing on optimization and bettering yourself and establishing harmony within yourself. You tend to your melody, and God will bring you who you're supposed to be harmonizing with. I feel like a lot of us have put in a lot years of hard work, and it really starts to pay off in a very different way than we've ever experienced. There is just this quickening. Things start to move very quickly. There may be somebody else with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in, maybe Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, but we are being put in a position of financial comfortability, financial stability. If you've done the work, the reward is coming in big time. And so I feel like it's really important also to be working on your fitness, working on your fitness. To make sure that you are giving your body the nutritional input that it needs so it can give you the energetic output that you are begging from it. The Queen of Pentacles also, it's like there's something about like nurturing and soothing, and it feels like focusing on like you've been methodical and diligent, and this is fixed fire. You're going to have the energy that you need to finally get you to a lot of us into a different tax bracket. We're going to find the energy that we need to accomplish our goals and success. I feel like there's just something here with like safety and really tending to like what's going on with your diet, the food that you're eating. Like I feel like a lot of you work on like you're finally improving the food that you're eating, how consistently you're working out. There's something about like developing a better relationship to the media that you're consuming and the company that you keep. All of those things, whatever you consume is a part of your diet. And so I do feel like there is this like expansion of nurturance. There may be somebody that's very hydrate. There may be somebody that's very grounded coming into your life. But I'm also going to speak to the negative side of this. Some of you are feeling betrayed. Or some of us are in this position where like we're just like, oh, I thought this is what it was, but it isn't this anymore, and so I'm moving forward. Some of us are like acknowledging grudges that we've held, and Aries don't tend to hold grudges. You usually move on pretty quickly. It depends on the rest, your moon sign and whatnot. But I do feel like also some of us are like changing what we're thinking about marriage, changing what we think about having babies, and like healing from some big traumas that were in regards to our mothers. Finally breaking free from that hold that Taurus had on you. Finally breaking free and like standing up and defending yourself, getting out of this place of being petty or going tit for tat or breaking free of jealousy. I just feel like in Leo season, we are transmuting our betrayals into breakthroughs. We are finally able to articulate what the fuck we've gone through, and being able to give it a name, being able to talk to it, being able to speak to it, to that pain puts us in this position. It's funny, my throat's starting to, it's like we can't keep holding back what has hurt. But I feel like there's finally this like letting go, this release of the past, a release of something that you may not have taken care of. Let's keep it real. But I do feel like work, career, money, all of that stuff is really ramping up. And I also feel like love is ramping up. Like self love is really ramping up. There's something here about you really just taking better care of yourself. You being taken care of, somebody very nurturing in your life. They don't have to be a woman. Um, but there's like a maternal energy, a soothing energy. I feel like everybody around you benefits from you taking better care of yourself. You take better care of yourself, you lead by example, and it'll get you to this point where um everybody, like, nobody's tiptoeing around you, or people feel safer to come to you. People are going to be seeking out your advice. But we've got to work on our routine. Aries is great at starting, and it's time to make sure you fall in love with finishing. And I just feel like it's very clear what has ended. It's very clear what, like, some of us are like removing old labels from ourselves. Like, you thought you were this thing, or you thought you were this way, and you're going to figure out that that doesn't hold true anymore, or you don't believe in that anymore. You don't stand for that anymore. It's really important to slow down and take your time when it comes to love and relationships. Some of you may be experiencing rejection, or you may be rejecting someone. Maybe you have rejected someone and they like finally moved on. Or you're finally moving on from a place of like chaos. It is time to make order of the chaos, Aries. And I really want to clarify these cards, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it. I hope to see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. All the links are in the description box below. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.